members of the IZECSON Media YouTube channel, fellow fans that is in the entire world. This time I come back to give you analysis on what transpired that is at the weekend in some of our biggest fixtures that took action starting from Saturday, and thanks for following that is in the different parts of the world. At the weekend, before we progress that is the international break, the opening game was Everton up against West Ham United, and this game ended that was 1-1. West Ham had taken the early lead, however Everton managed to come back, that is towards the 90 plus minutes, and they managed to score an equalizer, making it that is 1-1, leaving a courtesy that ever since the signature of that is David Moyes, Everton has not lost any single game. The other game was Ipswich Town up against Nottingham Forest, and this game ended still 4-2 in favor of Nottingham Forest, where we saw big men like Anthony Eranga scoring a brace in this game, cementing their position that is in their third position, and even aiming that is for Champions League football, that is Nottingham Forest. And on the side of Ipswich Town, the battle for relegation still continues, as it's only Southampton that is only below them. The other game was Manchester City up against Brighton and Hove. I think this was the biggest game that is on Saturday, and the game ended that was 2-2. To those that do follow me, I still left some content over this game. Manchester City took the early lead through Erling Brandt Haaland, and even that is Omar Mamosh. However, Estupian managed to score one goal, that is for Brighton and Hove, and even an own goal from Manchester City signing, that is Kusanov, making it that is 2-2. And Manchester City are currently sitting that is in 5th position, 1 point that is below Chelsea Football Club. And on the side of Brighton and Hove, they are also not performing poorly, in that they are around the 7th position, and the pursuit for Champions League position is still that is in their limelight. The other big game still was Bournemouth up against Brentford, and this game ended that is in the favor of Brentford winning this game. After having gone so many games without a win, they managed to turn into contention, and they managed to win this game. Reason being that Bournemouth has lost that is its team, like how it had started earlier on. Their lose of form came when Liverpool managed to beat them, that was 2-0, and ever since then things have been moving on positively, that is for Bournemouth Football Club, and Brentford managed to win this game. However, all these two teams are still safe, that is in staying in the Premier League, apart from Bournemouth being killed its hopes of competing that is in European football, that is in the UEFA Conference League, or even that is in the Europa Cup. On Sunday, we had the biggest game of the weekend, and that was Arsenal up against Chelsea Football Club. Arsenal had lost some form, and even the other weekend they had drawn, that was 1-1 up against Manchester United, where they could have lost, and we thought that maybe Chelsea would put a resistance over Arsenal Football Club. However, Arsenal still managed to maintain and went on with the 1-0 lead. Arsenal opened up the scoring through that is a set piece, which was scored by sitting striker that is Mikel Merino, who scored a header, and all along Arsenal had chances of progressing or scoring more goals. However, Chelsea managed to maintain the pressure, and within the 30th minute until the 90th minute, Chelsea were a better side, having majority of the ball possession. However, the absence of key influential players at the likes of Cole Palmer to create spaces to create a problem that is with the Arsenal attack are some of the key costs. That's why Chelsea did not win this game, because the Arsenal defense was at holiday. David Raya only had one shot to stop, and that was through informed defender Mark Chuchurera. The rest of the play, Chelsea had majority of the ball possession. However, their position was useless because Arsenal managed to maintain or to contain them, that is in their opposite half, and Arsenal kept on to progress with the 3 points, and with so doing, Arsenal are currently that is on 58 points, 12 points below Liverpool Football Club. However, there is room for improvement because the title hasn't yet been given. However, there are chances or to Arsenal fans that anything can happen, because the difference is now 12 points. You never know, Liverpool could lose those games and Arsenal can pick up. But on the side of Chelsea, It is a big blow, reason being that there are many teams who are competing, that is for Champions League football, and Newcastle are not far away, Manchester City are not far away, the likes of Bournemouth, the likes of Brighton and Hove, the likes of Aston Villa. So the fourth spot is still open for grabs to teams competing, that is in the Premier League. So should Chelsea's form continue like this, maybe they could even fade out to qualify, that is to Champions League football, despite of them having a good fixture, that is in the UEFA Conference. That's why news are starting to wrangle out that even the coach Enzo Maresca could be sacked if he doesn't hype his game. The other game, and one of the big London derbies still, we had Fulham up against Tottenham Hotspurs, and this game ended, that is by Fulham winning this game convincingly, 2-0. We saw the likes of Muniz scoring in this game, some extraordinary performances from the likes of Rodrigo, the likes of William Borges de Silva, the likes of Alexander Iwobi. We are some of the key statements, meaning that Fulham had the best performance, that is for the night, more so getting 3 points away from the top team like Tottenham, who are struggling with the form. However, their manager the owner of that is Tottenham, that is Daniel Levy, has decided to keep the coach until the end of the season, despite of them having poor results. The last game on Sunday was the game of Leicester City up against Manchester United. To my fans and my followers, I thought that there would be some contention in this, but Manchester United is keeping on improving game per game. Previously, they ejected Real Sociedad with 4-1, where we saw Captain Bruno Fernandes leading by example and scoring a hat-trick in this game. We thought that that was yet done. However, he had also scored in the game of Arsenal, which ended, that is 1-1, so has kept on with this form. Even that is on Sunday, he managed to score, that is in one of the goals, which was in the 90th minute. However, they opened up the scoring through the stars like Garnacho, the likes of Rasmus Højlund, who had taken centuries without scoring. And with so doing, Manchester United managed to rise, that is to 13th position, currently with 37 points. And on the side of Leicester City, they were hit a blow in the head, reason being under the stewardship of former Manchester United legend, that is Ruud van Nistelrooy. The team is not performing better, and anytime from now we may know that Leicester could be relegated, that is from the Premier League. Our viewers, our commenters, our subscribers, and all my followers, that is in the entire world, the international break kicked off, that is on Monday. That's why I've come today to give you on what transpired, that is at the weekend, and we'll be going, that is into World Cup qualifiers, that is for both African countries, European countries, even in the CONCACAF, as well as that is in the Asian continent. The key instrumental performances still, will be having England playing up against Albania and even Latvia. Some of the UEFA Nations League quarterfinals, the likes of Croatia up against France, are some of the key highlights there. So I think I may be coming back here, I think, to give you some information still over this. Keep following, liking, commenting, sharing, and all others. Just tell a friend that the sports maestro or the sports encyclopedia is in for grab. We will be returning back, that is almost after 2 weeks, for the lovers of the Premier League. As always, I'm out.